Trying to let you know just how I really feel about you. Cause since I met you, I don't think I wanna live without you. You keep me laughing, baby girl, it's just something about you that makes me feel like you are special. And every time I see your face, I crack a smile. You warm me up inside, and baby, I'm so happy now. Whenever you call, I blush just like a little child.
What's up, everybody? I am Bianca, and I'm Shay. If she don't stop it, she drives me crazy. But this is our love vlog, and we are vlogging about our love and our relationship and us. It's all about us and our fur babies, because we have a lot of fur babies over here, and they're going to be running through this camera throughout this vlog. So just get familiar with them. We have Lulu, Cinnamon, Polo, Casey. Casey's the only one that's going to behave. She stays underneath there. And Kimberly, who also is like camera shy, but as you see already, Lulu is not. But Shay and I have been together for 7 months now, and it has been an amazing 7 months. And we've done a few vlogs and a lot of little videos and several pictures that you may have seen on Facebook and YouTube. But we have not vlogged in a long time. I think the last time we actually technically vlogged was probably like maybe a month after we moved in together, and pretty much talked about how that first month was. We moved in together very quickly after we started dating. So we started dating in December, technically, December the 23rd, because the moment she, came on my show, immediately, she touched my leg, and it was like, it's a wrap. Yep, she's mine. So, we've been dating since December the 23rd. We moved in together, actually like April the 30th, but, because remember we got to move in like right before the 1st. And then we got engaged May you don't know the date, so don't look at me like that, because you don't know the date, okay? But we got married. We got engaged like May the 3rd. Was that the date? May 3rd, we got engaged. I proposed to her, and in front of all of our children. And then I re-proposed to her recently, about 3 weeks ago. Show them the ring, baby. Y'all see it? Can you see? No, go close to the camera, baby. You gotta get up for this. They can't see it. You know what? Tilt that light. There you go. Do y'all see it? It's tight, babe. All right, babe. Come on. Come back. But, so we got re-engaged, and, I proposed again, and mainly because, we have family and friends, and the first proposal was just all of our children here, and Shay has friends that weren't able to be a part of that first proposal, so I wanted to make sure that it was special, not just for me, but for her, and so I did it again and gave her a new ring. I'll tell you about the first ring, but I did it again, gave her a new ring, and it's been an amazing ride. 7 months has been amazing and crazy, and hopefully you guys got a chance to see those videos that I posted, because our photographer, shout out to Marcus Jones Photography. If you haven't gone there, if you don't know who he is, go check him out on Facebook. He's a super cool guy already, right? A super cool guy, and he did our photo shoots and did both of them, and they were just amazing, and he was very, very good to work with. He wasn't like, how some photographers are like, just kind of overwhelming, you know what I mean? And then you have photographers that don't give you direction, and then you have photographers that give you too much direction. You don't know what to do. Stand here, stand there, move this way, turn this way. I have to say, that's what they did. Like, you be like, okay, what? You know what I'm saying? But Marcus was really, really, really good to work with, and he also will be shooting our wedding. So very
one
excited.
of the photographers.
One of the photographers that'll be shooting the weddings, she's gonna be getting $1 million. Cause this wedding, y'all, this wedding, Lord have mercy. I don't know. I don't. We both about to be shaking a tail feather to get some money for this wedding because we have very big plans. We're actually not getting married until February 2022. So we have time, but we don't have time because that's not enough time for all that we're putting together. But we definitely
Prayer,
prayer,
hard work,
work,
and dedication.
and dedication will have our dreams come true.
Yeah, we gonna definitely act like we got some sense. You know, our dreams is so big, but our pockets is not that big. So we gotta come up with something that's beautiful but reasonable, but still beautiful.
Right.
I would rather really spend the money on the honeymoon. I asked you where you want to go for the honeymoon. Where would you want to go for the honeymoon? Paris.
No,
Mm, Paris.
no. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Okay. Big money.
I mean, Hawaii is a beautiful place. The people there seem really beautiful. You know, I'm a Element type of girl. I watch a lot of Lifetime, and even on movies, it just seems beautiful. The people seem beautiful. I love spiritual people, and it seems like Hawaiian people are very spiritual, and I love that. So it's a lot of reasons why I chose Hawaii, but honestly, and this is like real honesty, and my baby knows, knows me, but we don't really, I'm not, I want, the most expensive things that I want as far as the wedding is my dress, okay, and roses. Babe, okay, you already knew, huh, baby? That's gonna be the most expensive thing. Like, we can eat chicken and rice, but the roses gotta be there, okay? And the dress has to be on point. Other than that, like, I don't really care. I'm not really big on, oh, we gotta get, like, my baby wants to try. We're thinking about having a wedding like in Jamaica or something, and she's big on that. I'm okay with that. We can get married at the harbor, okay? I would not care. I'm marrying, the woman of my dreams. I'm marrying my best friend, and I don't care where I marry her at. I'm going to be absolutely happy. I just need to make sure that my dress is right and that the roses are on point. I want roses everywhere, okay? Other than that, the location, time of day, the food, the seating arrangements, none of that I don't really give a shit about. You know what I'm saying? They can cock a squat, they can sit Indian style. Okay. I don't care. You know what? I said they can sit Indian style. But no shade to our guests. I love all of y'all, but just being able to walk down to that altar and stand next to you and profess my love for you and in front of important people and just to you, you're important. To be able to do that with you and to be beautiful and just to have a day that just is to symbolize our love and our dedication to each other and our devotion to one another and all of that. That's what means a lot to me. Location and all that other stuff. It doesn't really matter to me. But we in planning phase so that we can
Definitely
start paying on everything now, and then we're doing a lot of things with our families to get everybody together, our wedding party together, to be comfortable with each other. And we already had our first event, which was last weekend, which was super dope, even though I was in so much fucking pain. Let me tell you something. We played kickball, And I just want to say, I literally only ran to second base. It was over for me. Over.
I did home run.
She did, but it was, and we got home, and I'm telling you, like, my body, I have gained a lot of weight, and you already know what it is. And this weight on these bones, my doctor, I always think about it when I'm in pain. My doctor, one time I went to the doctor's, I was in so much pain, and I had, she was like, you developing rheumatoid arthritis, and I was like, well, what can I do? Lose weight? She was like, because you're fat. I said, huh? And this been my doctor for years. Like, she's been my doctor probably since I was probably about 17. You know, why you want to talk to me like this? I was like, what else can I do? No, you need to lose weight because you're fat. Your bones are not equipped to hold up this type of weight. You need to lose weight. And I'm bigger now than I was then. You know what I'm saying? But back then when that happened, I lost all the weight and I felt amazing. And so I know that run around that track. I mean, I didn't run around it. I went to second base. But when I got to second base, my body was like,
It collapsed.
It did collapse. I actually sat on the book bag we were using for second base. I tried to do it in a slick way, but I couldn't. I just sat one down and missed the next run.
Jerome said, she's out of the game. She done. Y'all see her? She's sitting down. She done. All you gotta do is get this person out.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, oh, well, I'm done. I knew I was done.
Shoes off in the dirt, done.
My shoes was off. I couldn't take it. My body was hurt. But anyway, the event was super dope. And shout out to all of our family and friends that came out to have a family picnic with us. Everybody's vibe was amazing.
It was definitely dope.
Everybody was great. There wasn't a smudge face or a negative vibe. And that is so something that does not happen, okay? Because you always got one person that's a little snobby, snooty, angry, mad person that want to bring that negative energy to you. You know, I appreciate our family and friends being so open to us and respectful to us that everybody came with a smile on their face. We ate together, we laughed together, we played together, and we went home sore together, okay? Because I wasn't the only one sore. You just hearing my story right now. But a lot of people were sore that night. But
I had to rub her down.
She had to rub me down for like 3 days. That's how bad it was. It was bad.
And it worked.
It really worked, baby. It
You
was.
never said nothing.
I did.
It worked.
I said. So let's talk about this on camera right now. You know, because my baby is so sensitive. I swear she is. She's the type of person that likes reiteration. You know, she likes to hear, like, if she cooked, she want to hear, that was delicious, you know? It tastes scrumptious. The seasoning was on point. She wants to hear that, okay? And I'm so opposite because I know this is bad and I'm learning, you know. But I'm very talkative like now. When we on camera, I'm talkative when we're talking about a topic or we having a conversation about us, or we talking about our past, if we're talking about our pain, if we're talking about our future, I'm very talkative. But little minor things, I don't give a shit about. So I'm not talkative about them, you know what I'm saying? And I noticed that she is that type of person. And I'm not mad at it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just not so like, when she rubbed me down, she asked me every time she rubbed me down. She said, you know, babe, did it feel good? Yes, like, yes. But I was in so much pain. Honestly, I was like, yes. I was in pain. I was like, yes. I was like, thank you, baby. Each time. But see, that wasn't enough for her. Because she is coming out right now on camera. She needed reiteration like, baby, that felt so good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not that type of person. That's just not my forte. It's not what I do. I don't feed egos. I just, You know, I'm gonna always be like thankful. Cause I'm absolutely thankful for everything she does. Like any and everything she does. I tell her on a daily basis. I ain't never had nobody do shit. Okay, nothing. You know, when it comes to catering to me, when it comes to acknowledging me, when it comes to, you know, just making sure I'm okay, being attentive to me, you know, none of that. She made me a chocolate chip pancake this morning, and she's the first person that ever made me a chocolate chip pancake other than my kids, you know, so I'm very appreciative of all of those things, you know, and I'm just not the type of person to, like, reiterate and go in a deep conversation about those things, you know what I mean? But I don't want you to ever think that it's because I don't appreciate you or it's because I'm not really enjoying something that you're doing for me or done for me, because I absolutely enjoy absolutely everything that you do for me. And taking the time to rub me down the way you did, just even if you had just rubbed my feet, but she gave me a full, like, from my hips down to my toes rub down, you know, and it was amazing, and it definitely made all the difference, and it has me up walking around today. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm still in a little bit of pain, and tomorrow we playing soccer with the family. Let's pray and ask God to give me strength now, because I ain't gonna be no punk tomorrow. But you know, it's important for us to have family time, especially with our children, being as though we have the living arrangements that we have right now, and you know, bringing our families together so that they can know one another and be comfortable with one another. I think that's super important and super dope. So I'll go through the pain for that, you know. And they're so excited, like the kids are so excited about it. Well, what's this week? Oh, okay, well, what we doing next week? So we gotta keep it going. You know, we can't stop, you know. So how did you feel about, you know, the whole kickball thing last week?
It was definitely dope. You know, everybody got along. Everybody had some, like, everybody was for somebody in different sides of the family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was real dope.
Yeah. So we're planning a Deep Creek family getaway with our families, and we're reserving a 9-bedroom house. How do you think that's gonna go?
It's gonna go dope.
It's gonna go dope.
Yeah, like the people that should be there will be there.
I love that answer, because look, we have a list, right? My list is not very long because I don't have like a lot of friends and family like Shay. You know, my kids are my everything. Like, you know, we making lists for the wedding, we making lists for Deep Creek, we making lists for events, you know, things like that. And like, my kids is me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't have that like she does, but I just know that even if I do invite some friends or associates or people that I feel that are close to me or meaningful to my life, I was thinking today, like, if I invite them, you know, they might not come, because anybody that know me know, like, y'all don't be showing up, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? So they don't be showing up, and Shay family show up. They show up, they show out, you know, and that's something that I really love about your friends and family, you know. So I was thinking that, and then I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to still go ahead and send the invites out. And if they come, it'll be beautiful. If they don't, then it's not meant for them to be there. It's not meant for them to share in this glory that we have right now together. So you making that statement, like, we are so intertwined, because I swear I was thinking that in the car when we were making a list, like, you know what, I'm not going to not send the invites out, because despite what a person does, or, you know, their significance to me and my life is still what it is, you know. So I'm not going to block it because of fear of what they might not do or what they might, you know what I mean? I'm just going to go ahead and send it out. Hopefully, you know, they come, and if they don't come, then it's not meant for them to be there. And that goes for the wedding. I was like, dang, my side probably going to be empty as shit, and it's just going to be me and my kids, you know. But, you know, even for the wedding, you know, people that I invite, I was like in fear. Like, I know Shay's side gonna be litty. My side gonna be sitting there looking bare as a motherfucker, because all my damn kids is my bridesmaids and shit. So who gonna be in the audience? Lulu and Casey, you know? But I today, I swear I had to have on myself, and I didn't even talk to you about it, but I was just like, you know what? Let me stop worrying or even feeling some type of way. I'm going to do the invitations for our wedding. We're going to look at venues first and blocking a venue, but look at the invitations for our wedding and do the invitations and send them out. And if they don't RSVP, if they don't, then it is what it is. And I'm not going to be mad, and I can't allow myself to feel any type of way about it, because one of the things that I've learned that I speak to you about all the time is I accept people now for who they are. And I'm okay with it, and I can keep it pushing. So how has it been being in love with me for 7 months?
It's a lot of people inside the camera.
And it is.
And, it's good to know that I can love all of them. And when you love all of them, you kind of like got a hold on all of them. So I love that about this relationship so far. And I like how you know how to handle me. And you haven't changed yet. You've gotten better. Because you're learning me. You're growing with me. Instead of just growing, you're growing with me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You digesting everything about me as well as I'm digesting everything about you. It's really been dope. I feel like I've been with you for a lifetime.
I feel like I've been, of course, it just blows my mind when I think about, like, oh my gosh, it's only been 7 months, and we are where we are right now, where, you have people that are together for 5 and 10 years and don't even make a commitment, or don't even, love each other or understand each other or even know each other, and here it is, we've been together for 7 months, and it's like, you're beyond my best friend, you know everything, and it's not because you wanted to know, it's not because you asked me, but because I instantly felt comfortable with giving you myself, with allowing you to know me, and I felt safe with you, and that's something that I've never felt before. I've never felt safe with a person in the way that I feel safe with you, and I felt safe with you immediately. Like, it wasn't something I had to grow into. I had to get to know you. I had to talk. Like, I immediately felt safe with you. We were talking earlier, right, about how one day when we first started dating, when she was like, checking me out, she came over to my apartment. I had an apartment for my studio, and I was going through so much during this time. I had kidney problems. I had kid problems. I had bill problems. I had studio problems. I was going through so much at the time, and I, just started talking to her. She was just a friend, and so I didn't want to just say, like, have a whole breakdown and be like, I'm going through all of this, and, like, have this whole breakdown with her, because, one, I honestly didn't know what we were doing. I didn't have expectations on it, but I knew that she was my friend, and I didn't want to scare my friend off, because I didn't have any friends at the time, like anybody, that was that close to me, that was going to come over and see me and see how I am and knock on my door. And so I was in my house, in the apartment, and she texted me and was like she was going to stop by, and she was, I was about to say what she was doing, but we don't want to, get you but but she was like she was going to stop by, and she came over, and I was pacing, like she sat on the couch, and I was pacing a little bit, and then I just sat on the couch next to her. And I don't even remember what our conversation was. It's crazy. I don't remember what we talked about. I don't remember what she said. I just remember in my mind trying to hold it together and telling myself, like, you cannot break in front of this woman. You cannot cry in front of this woman. Hold it together. And as I was sitting on the couch, like, something just came over me, and I just laid in her motherfucking lap. Like, laid down and laid my head in her lap. And I looked up at her, and she gave me this look that just made me instantly feel safe. I ain't break down and cry though. I was like, nope, hold it together, hold it, don't do it, you know. But she held my face and she held me, and instantly I was just drawn into you in a way that I can't even put into words, but it changed everything because I was about to be a whole different person in that apartment. I promise y'all, a whole different person, okay? Whole different person. Okay? A whole different person. Now I was like, oh, this is my apartment. You know what I'm saying? I got my house, my kids are safe and secure. Now this is my apartment, this is my studio. I set up a bedroom in there. I ordered some stuff. Remember them red handcuffs that was on the table? I ordered some stuff. Down the room. And
Oh, you ain't never tell me about the handcuffs. I mean,
what are you talking about?
The handcuffs.
Oh, you forgot? Oh, yeah, I still got them.
You still got them?
Yeah.
So what's up?
Dang, we's on camera. Oh, it's not. No. It's the camera. We're going to use them, baby. But.
I ain't know about the ring.
Yeah, I was just going to be a whole different person. But let me tell you something. I laid in Shay's lap, laid my head like this in her lap and looked up at her. She touched my face and everything changed. I was like, well. And we've been inseparable ever since.
Real shit.
Inseparable. Like, she called, like, we talked on the phone more than I talked to anybody, I think, in life. On the phone. I mean, that old school stay on the phone till you fall asleep. I fell asleep sometimes, and you know, FaceTime nowadays is just the shit. You know, she fell asleep sometimes. It was amazing. And until we got together, like, and even once we moved in together, like, she still FaceTimes me. We still talk on the phone. She leave out the house, and like 10 minutes later, she FaceTiming me like, babe, I just wanted to see your face. I just wanted to talk to you. I just wanted to say, because she just, you love me. And I love you. And I know that, you know, this is something that's completely different for the both of us. Completely beautiful. And I'm just grateful.
That's why I want to always like continue to go out on dates. You know, I think that's something dope. A lot of people don't go on dates in their relationship, and that's crazy.
Yeah. That is great.
That's real shit. They don't go on dates. A lot of people can be like, I've never been on a date with my boyfriend. No, I've never been on a date with my girlfriend.
Yeah. I was in a lot of relationships where I ain't going to dates, okay? So I know, okay. I know, okay. So how do you feel, or how does it make you feel being with someone whose family does not support their lifestyle or your relationship?
See, it's hard because they may not support it, but they still like love us. So it's weird, you know what I'm saying? So I don't see that I'm against this. I don't see that because they don't show me that. They show me like love. Your mother loves me. You know what I'm saying? Like they show me love. Javon loves me. You know what I'm saying? Like they show me love. So I don't get to see that side of them. So I really can't give you an answer because I don't see that side of them. They respect me. They love me. You know, they give me props when props is fucking due. You know, because you've been dealing with a lot of blemishes in your past. You understand what I'm saying? And they see that you got somebody that's real and that's for you and that loves you. So they just give me nothing but love and support. So I can't answer that question.
So how does it make you feel that even though you feel that love and that support from them, that they may not be at our wedding?
I can't judge a person on their beliefs. I didn't predicate my relationship on their religion and their beliefs. I predicated my relationship on my relationship with them. You know, I respect a person on their beliefs. And I respect the person coming to me and saying, I love you, I just don't support what you do. You know, I can't get upset with that. You know, the only thing I can do is respect it. They love me regardless. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't say I'm mad at you because you're not eating this piece of pork chop because you're a Muslim. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's not right.
No, I'm not asking you how you feel about their beliefs or about how they believe. I'm asking you, how does it make you feel that they may not be at the wedding?
I respect it. When I respect something, that means like I respect it. I understand that they love me. Regardless if they there or not, I know that they love me.
Okay, so it don't make you feel no type of way, pretty much.
No. Because if I believe in something, I'm going to stand on what I believe in.
Hey, you keep going into the same thing.
Because that's what it's based off of.
No, it's not about being based off. The question is simple. How does it make you feel? It's not
It
about
wouldn't make me feel no type of way.
exactly. So that's what I said. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just give her that answer? It don't make you feel no type of way because you're okay with
Yeah,
it because of the
understand.
whole logic that you just
Yeah.
placed out.
Basically.
Lord, we got somewhere, didn't we? We
I'm
made
not your
it.
friend. I'm not your friend.
You are my friend forever. You're my friend. So stop saying that you're not my friend. You are. Forever. And even beyond that. I love you too.
Well, yeah, it doesn't make me feel the same way. Because I know they're going to have 1,000 questions. They're going to want 1,000 pictures.
No, they're not. You don't know my family. No, they're
I
not.
mean, if they don't, they just don't. You know, see them at the next family anyway.
Okay. What's been the hardest thing to deal with in these past 7 months when it comes to our relationship?
Adjusting to,
Everything.
yeah, you know, your point of views on raising the kids and my point of views on raising the kids are different. You know, I'm very impatient. You're a patient person. You know, so just adjusting.
And you are adjusting. You are. You know, I know that has a lot to do with how our relationship continues to be as strong as it is. Because when you love a person, then you're willing to adjust. When you have plans in your heart and in your mind and in your soul to be with someone, then you already know that you gotta adjust a lot about yourself. And even with my views on things, I know that a lot of things, you know, I had to adjust as well. Like, you know, let me understand, you know, and be understanding and be patient and be kind. And like, you know, this morning, you know, when Jason wanted more bacon or Kayla wanted more bacon or something like that, you know, all of us, even my kids, well, our kids now, you know, we have to adjust to you not knowing us, you know, and learning us, you know. And so my children are so spoiled, okay? They know if it ain't enough bacon, I'm going to cook more. If it ain't nothing to cook, I'm going to buy more. If they ain't got it at one store, I'm going to 6 more. And that's how they have been. So initially, you know, I think it would have been like the shade, you know, that wasn't adjustable and impatient and crazy, psycho freaky Jason, a little bit loony, might be a little bit of medication before she met me, but I came and I changed her life, and now she's a whole different person. That shade, you know, this morning adjusted immediately. You know what I'm saying? Immediately it was like, I know you knew that there was a shift in the atmosphere. And so you adjusted immediately. And that's love. You know, that's your love. And even for me, I adjusted immediately because the mom that I've been before in my past and past relationships, that I know it wasn't right, I would immediately snapped off. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a mama bear. I'm going, like, if I even see my daughter, my kids look like something that made them upset or made them feel some type of way, or I'm ready to, I will bite your head off before you get a chance to explain what just happened. And I know that that's been a huge problem in my previous relationships. I didn't give people a chance, because if I feel like it's something wrong, then I'm going for your jugular. And this morning it was like, I already knew, like, no, let me, let me let this go, sit back, relax, and stay on my phone. And you adjusted immediately. We both adjusted because we love each other, because we are dedicated to this relationship, to our children, to our family, and to each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. So I think we are adjusting well. And it's a lot of adjustment. She had to adjust to fur babies, as well as real babies, as well as doll babies. It's a lot. It's a lot. And all of that is a part of me. And all of that is important pieces of me. And I'm amazed that you are able to love all of those parts of me the way that you do. And that's what makes me completely in love with you the way that I am, and excited about loving you more and more every day, and all the crazy parts of you too. There's a lot of you too. I'm telling y'all about me, but let me tell you. So let me tell you. No, but
Tell them what, baby. What's the hardest part about dealing with me?
The hardest part about dealing with you is your impatience. It burns my soul. I have to replenish it, pray about it, and bring it back.
Yeah.
And I gotta do it in a matter of minutes so that I don't snap. You know what I'm saying? But that's, I think, the hardest part for me, because patience, is so important in life, period. Like, it's my motto. I grew up in a household where it was a lot of yelling and a lot of anger, a lot of hostility, a lot of bad vibes, which is why I talk the way I do. Like you said, I'm always so soft. I'm this way because I have lived my life to not be that way. And because I'm a mother and I understand how detrimental it is to a child to have to endure yelling and screaming and cussing in a hostile environment and negative energy, I know what it's like to have that. I want to be the opposite of that. And I have been that for my children. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I had to go fuck off. But, even after I go off, I will come back and have a kumbaya, because I know the importance of the kumbaya. And for you, I think it's a learning journey. It's a learning journey for you, to get to that, even have a kumbaya, you are just angry a lot. Like, your anger makes you impatient. If you already didn't have all that anger and hostility inside of you that was there before I even met you, then I think that you would be more patient. But because you already have that, how, like, somebody got a loaded gun, and they could walk around with the loaded gun all day long, waiting for somebody to step out of line. And they might not have the intention to use it, but as soon as somebody step out of line, they're going to be like, I got this gun. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a loaded gun. You got it. It's there. It's on you. You know it's there. So as soon as somebody step out of pocket, you going to let them know it's there. And accidentally, you might shoot them and hurt them. And now you trying to figure out how to, fuck the gun, how I'm going to help this person heal these wounds. Because I didn't really mean to hit him. I was just angry wanting to use it anyway, because I needed to get these bullets out of this clip that I'm carrying. I got this gun that I don't even want to have, but I got it, and I want and I'm just, that's how anger is inside of people. People are walking around with anger, resentment, and they carrying it around, and they don't know how to get it out. So the minute they got an opportunity to get it out, they're going to unload that motherfucker. And it's going to be unloaded in the wrong way with the wrong person, and then they want to make up for it. Well, how can I fix it? But once you unload it, you unload it. Once you shoot somebody, you shoot somebody. You can't bring them back. And fortunately, you can shoot somebody sometimes, and they don't die. And now you got to help them heal their wounds and explain to them how you didn't mean to do that. But if you take the time to resolve, just put the gun down. You didn't need that gun. Somebody gave it to you. It got bullets in it, but it ain't yours. So you need to go ahead and give it back. That anger you got, it ain't yours. So you need to go ahead and give it back to wherever it came from. If you got to pray it away, push it away, throw it away, get it the fuck away. And once that anger is gone, you'll be able to relax. You'll be able to be more calm. You'll be able to be more patient. You know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest thing with you. The only thing that I find hard, like, is like that impatience. Lord have mercy. And that anger, it hurts me, you know. And it's no way to, you know, change it other than to heal it, you know. And I can only do what I can do, but it's yours. So it's not mine, it's yours. And the only way that we can fix it is for you to fix it, you know. And I can guide you, I can help you, I can counsel you, I can be your best friend, I can talk you through it. But until you're ready to say, okay, you know what, I'm done with it. And it's as simple as that, because I got a lot of anger in me too, but I had to say, you know what, let me just go ahead and push that aside, because I see it's going to get thrown at one of my kids, or it's going to get thrown at the wrong client, it's going to get thrown at the wrong person, and I don't want to hurt somebody just because I'm hurting. It's not right, you know. So that would be the one big thing, and that's a big thing, because patience and is just so important, and to be able to like not live on eggshells, you know, is important to me. And a lot of times when I notice you're angry or you're dealing with a lot from the outside world, it's like, let me walk on an eggshell, because I don't want to say something, do something, you know. And that's how I was raised. That's how I lived my entire life with my parents. You know what I'm saying? Even now, if I know my dad, like I go around my dad, I'm just like, but who wants to live like that? You know.
I'm not that angry.
My Kool-Aid's watered down.
That's ain't all the water.
Yeah, but that's it. Other than that, you're like a fucking amazing woman. You're strong, you're supportive, you're intelligent, you're loving, you're compassionate, you're caring. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. I mean, that's why I asked you to be my wife, because I wanted to make sure and ensure that every day of my life, as long as you have breath in your body, that you'll spend those breaths with me. Even the angry ones.
Yeah, I ain't angry. Not today. I ain't been angry.
Not today.
Yesterday.
I'm sure yesterday. Every day. You have angry moments like, what? You got angry moments every day. Yeah, angry moments every day, but you know, it's life. You know, I always tell the kids, like, it's the decisions we make in an instant that define who we are and change our entire lives. And you know, I know you're probably tired of hearing anger, but anger will allow you to make a decision in a negative way that will have a negative impact on you, your life, and everybody around you. So just like when you're driving, you know, you allow your anger to kind of flow with you driving. You know, that's your moment to be therapeutic, but you're not using it therapeutically. You're using it in a negative way because you're driving angrily. You're rushing everywhere, you speed, and that's only going to cause you to get in an accident, lose your life, or cause somebody else's their life. You know, you angry with every driver. What are you doing? The horn is her motherfucking best friend, okay? I really think she would marry the horn if I wasn't around. That's how much she loved the horn. You hear me? The horn, like, that's your gun. That's your gun. Your gun is your horn. And because you got that gun, you using it every chance you get. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, honk.
I haven't even used it like that. You ain't even paid that no mind.
I have paid it mine, but that don't mean that you ain't about to use it. Cause she ain't used the horn that much, but she done cussed about 37 to 38 people out while driving. What the fuck are you doing? It's an old lady. It's an old lady trying to get out. What the fuck are you doing? That's somebody's grandmother you done cussed out. You know? And God don't like ugly. You know, so, you know. And then once she realizes somebody's grandmother, like, oh, well, you shouldn't be driving. Well, you shouldn't be out here. How you want to tell Madam C.J. Walker she couldn't be out here driving when she got a license just like me and you know? But that's the angry person inside of you, because that loving, compassionate person inside of you be like, I shouldn't have yelled at that lady. I shouldn't have did that. But it's too late. You already done made the decision to cuss out Grandmama. Okay? The decisions we make in an instance are the one that define who we are.
Hey, yo, when you said that, I remember I was at the store. I had pulled up at the store, and this white man was cussing this lady out. So I hopped out the truck. I was like, don't fucking talk to her like that. Who the fuck you think you talking to? And he was like, that lady called that man the N-word. I was like, man, why would you do that? In the instinct, I just was defending the old lady, but in reality, I shouldn't have did nothing.
Right. And you didn't, you know, if you wasn't so angry already, waiting to cock your gun back and shoot, you would have been able to think it through and say, you know what, let me get out and approach this situation in a different manner. It's been plenty of situations like that I walk up, somebody's arguing or somebody's mad and they beefing, and I'll come into the situation, and I come into situations just like I am right now and be like, well, what's going on? How, you know, what's happening? Why are you so angry? Like, I don't even know people, but I would walk up to a situation and I'd be like, what's going on? Like, and change the entire situation. Because I'm not coming with the same energy that y'all got. I'm bringing a completely different energy. I'm coming completely different. I'm not mad. I'm not going to bring you my hurt and pain and allow my hurt and pain to have its moment. Because it ain't my hurt and pain's moment. This is y'all moment, but I'm going to help y'all through. I'm going to guide you through. I'm going to talk you through. And I swear, this ain't to brag. This is just facts. 99% of the time, and I'm saying 99 because I had slapped the bitch one time. She ain't want to get the positive energy. The negative energy had to follow up. Okay, sometimes you got to meet a person. But 99% of the time, 99% of the time, you know, the entire situation has changed. People want to get my phone number. They want to talk to me. Well, where have you, you know, where can we find you? Are you a counselor? How can we be a part of, like, what can we do? You know, change the whole dynamics of everything. Positivity will change things. You know, so I breed positivity, and I want to always do that, and I want you to do that too. But I couldn't do that if I didn't understand the importance of it. Couldn't do that if I didn't understand the importance of my pain. Did she take her shoe off on camera and start rubbing her foot? She did. I just was checking. I thought maybe I was seeing something. But no, she's comfortable. I mean, we are in our humble abode. So, yeah. So you got any more questions? We can vlog again tomorrow because this one is probably pretty long.
No, this is not long. So, have there ever been a time in this relationship so far that you like, maybe I shouldn't have gotten into a relationship?
Just the beginning, you know, the beginning when you thought you was gonna move, when you decided you was gonna move. Yep, that's when I was like, what was I thinking? I was like, this was retarded. Why would I even, what was I thinking, you know? And I mean, you already know this situation. Maybe y'all don't know, but you know, I'm gonna edit this in, right? Because I'm gonna show y'all. So, you know, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all. So she thought, you know, she ended a situation. She was living with somebody, and even though she ended the situation, she was like, you know, I got a wedding to go to in July. Now this is in January. I got a wedding to go to in July. I gotta buy a suit for the wedding, you know, and you know, so after the wedding, you know, and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and save my money up and find a place. So I heard that, you know, but I didn't hear that, you know. So one day she's over my house and we decide to indulge, you know, in a little bit of some you know, the earth's gifts of you know, yeah. I don't know how to lie. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
You gonna say you look down
because I was going to say the one, but I knew
I was waiting. You gonna say
okay, so the wine.
Excuse me, Christmas. She gonna look down and then say,
She know I do. I'm retardedly honest. Like I can't, you know. I'm trying.
happened, babe?
So anyway, after being under the influence, I'm gonna just say that. After being under the influence, you know, she had left to go home, and you know, we had our little kisses goodbye and everything. And I guess about 20 minutes after she left, my daughter comes in the room and starts talking to me about God knows what. I don't remember. Love you to death, Kanaya, if you ever watch this. But she starts talking to me, but I'm under the influence, you know. And I'm in my room. It's like midnight. And it's set into my brain. And she probably said this days before, like a week before.
Mm-hmm.
But it has set into my brain. I said, hold on. Did this bitch say that she going go to a wedding and pay for a suit and then save up some money to move out? And she think I'm about to sit here. I'm like, it's January. What's that? February, March, April, May, June, July. That's 6 months from now. And she think I'm about to sit here and wait. I said, can I give me a second? I picked up my phone, called her on FaceTime. Hello, how are you? I've been sitting here thinking, you know, and I need to understand something. I mean, Bianca, I think that was her first time meeting Bianca. Bianca bust up in the place like, you know, and I called her and I was like, oh no, and I was like, oh, and if you think that I'm about to be sitting here waiting until you decide to go to a goddamn wedding and then you gonna decide to save up your money and if you saying you gonna go to the wedding in July, then save up your money, so that don't mean that you gonna move in July. That mean after the wedding in July, you gonna save up your money and then you gonna move out? Not with me, Captain. No. I was like, so you either need to figure that out, and she was just like quiet on the phone. I never forget, she was sitting in the front of the house that she needed to move out of because I could tell, and I had a location on. And I'm looking at the phone, and she just sitting there looking 10 carats stupid, like ain't saying shit. So she said, so then she looked back up and was like, well, okay. Whew, it was like Satan had stepped in the room and took over my body. Because I felt hot, I was red. I look up, Kanaya had left. You know what I'm saying? She had left the room. And I'm like, okay, I hung up. And I said, you know what? That's the fuck it. I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm done. Like, and we was happy. We had a good day. Kisses, goodbye. You know, but after being under the influence, you know, and my juices started flowing and my mind started working, and it just triggered back to that conversation that happened like weeks before. I was like, oh no, hold on, did she talk to Jesus about this? Because he must have informed her wrong. Like, that's not what's about to go down. And if she don't figure out something else, then we ain't figuring shit out. And yeah, that was the moment I was like, that's the only moment that I've ever felt like, oh yeah, no, this was dumb. This was stupid. And the next day, you know, because we had such a close bond and relationship, and this is in January, mind you. No, this I'm saying January. Yeah, this was in January, because this was before Valentine's Day. So, you know, it's in January, and so I'm thinking we only been dating probably a month at this time. And I'm like, you know, no, this is stupid. And I'm just not, no, I'm not talking to her no more. But we had talked every day on the phone. She got up to go to work in the morning. I was on FaceTime with her like the whole damn day. And then she would come straight to my house after she got off work. So we spent every day together. So this is a day going into the next day when we didn't talk. It was hell. It was horrible. You would have thought that I just broke up with somebody I've been with for 10 years. Because I was devastated, you know. But the Bianca and me kept saying, bitch, get it together. You better not call her phone, and you better not text her, and you better wipe them tears away. Get it together. It's her loss, not yours. Get it together. So Bianca was coaching me the whole day through. And then she sent me this song. I'm going to play this song right now. You going to see the song.
Baby, I wanna fix it. Anything and everything, whatever you tell me, baby, I'll be with it. Name somebody else who got you saying names where I've been in. And tell them boys that's with you to go ahead and mind their business, yeah. Say you need space from me. I never felt love, but it feels like I'm falling. I know you got bitches on your line calling. Them bitches never gon' put they all in, no. And I can't say sorry enough.
You saw that song? Okay. She played the song, and damn it, sent me the song, and it just broke me down. And then I had a show to do, and the show, I think the show, yeah, it was like 9 o'clock. The show was supposed to start or something like that. And she had called me, and I missed her phone call. And then the kids all started calling me, because she had all their numbers, and they all like, what's wrong with my mom? Because they were already calling her mom. Like, it was instant. Everything was instant. Everything. And it was like, what's going on? What did you do to her? And da-da-da. When I told them what was going on, they was like, oh no, she must be crazy. Oh yeah, no, Ma, you need to do you know, they was on my side. Then I get phone calls again like, oh no, Ma, you need to go, Ma, this is serious. She's upset. She's falling apart. And I was like, you know, how could you even picture her falling apart? Really? She just don't even look like she would ever fall apart. So I didn't believe it at first. So I kept calling her phone, and she wouldn't answer my phone call. And I looked at her location and seen she was at a bar. I said, oh, she's Gucci. She's partying. She's chilling at a goddamn bar. Meanwhile, I'm over this motherfucker just like singing sad songs. It's another sad song, oh, wrecking my brain like crazy, and I'm all torn up. That's what the fuck was going on with me. Meanwhile, I'm looking at her location. She at a goddamn bar. So I said, fuck that. I'm not being stressed out about that. I go to my show, do my show in Lanham. On my way back, all the kids is blowing my phone up, and apparently she really had a whole breakdown. And that is what made me shift gears and stop listening to Bianca. Oh, and she had sent me a video. When I came out that motherfucking radio show and seen the video she sent me, I said, oh, this woman loves me. She wasn't a bitch no more. I said, oh, this woman loves me. Like, I couldn't believe it. You know, I'm not going to tell you about the video, you know, because I don't want my baby, you know. But she sent me a video, like, in her talking and her pretty much professing how she felt about me and how broken she was that I had ended things the way I did. But, you know, after that, she saved that motherfucking money quick, and we moved into our apartment together. And it's funny because we're doing this video in July when she thought she was about to go to a whole wedding and then save her money.
Right. And that wasn't that long, right?
No, you about to make me jump across the table. It wasn't that long, so you could have waited till now
Babe,
to be with me.
I was playing. Come
No, you wasn't playing because you said it very clear.
here. Babe, come
No, I'm not getting up, babe. No, stop it. We're on camera. But anyway, so that was our story. That was the one
here.
time.
I love her.
You love me? How did you feel about losing me?
I don't want to talk about it.
It was literally a 24-hour, not even a 24-hour because it was like, well, yeah, it was 24 hours.
I was devastated. I was so heartbroken. I was fucked up. I was fucked up. I was definitely.
I was too.
I don't even remember what I sent you and what I said.
You want me to play it for them?
No.
Oh.
You still got it? You told me you was going to delete it.
No, I said I wasn't. You asked me to, and I said, no, I'm not.
No, you said, yeah, you was.
No, I said I'm not. No,
No,
now, I
no.
didn't. I never said yes, I was.
I thought you said yes.
Never deleting that.
Why not?
Why would you want to delete something that was extremely important and significant? Oh, well, I'm not.
I don't have
Oh, well, I do.
it. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No. I believe you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that because I ain't never had nobody, you know, sincerely, because I done had the bullshit like, please don't leave me, oh my God. And they be lying the whole time, got 10 other bitches in the bag, you know. You know what I'm saying? But I knew you really meant every word that you were saying. It was real motherfucking serious. Like, I was like, wow. I was really amazed. And then the fact, like, she ended up in the hospital the next day, like that night.
No, that night.
That night she ended up in the hospital, and I was even more. I went through so many emotions in those 24 hours because I went from fuck it, I'm not entertaining it to wait a minute, you know, like, oh my gosh, like my heart breaking, you know, to, you know, extremely concerned about you to fuck that bitch all over again. Like, I went through so many emotions because when she went in the hospital, I didn't know, you know, that she had to be rushed to the hospital. Like, I didn't know that. So all I knew was I had seen her location. Her location said that it was at the residence where this other was at, you know what I'm saying? And her car was there too. So I don't know that she'd been rushed to the hospital and she in the hospital. So I spent the entire next day debating whether or not I'm kicking the door in or not. But I kept saying I don't have the grounds to kick the door in, one, and two, I don't want to mess up a situation that was a way bigger than anything, you know what I'm saying, which was something else that, you know, it was a lot that I was going through in that period of time. And then when she called my phone and I seen her in the hospital gown, I was still mad, I was still hurt, I was still pissed off, but I was happy that she was okay, and the rest is definitely history because here we are today.
How do you feel about your parents or your family in general not coming to the wedding?
It's devastating. I'm devastated. That's to sum it all up in one motherfucking word. It's devastating.
That's why I really was just like, let's do it out of town because a lot of people from my side might not come. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Really, I wasn't gonna invite them. I don't want anybody that don't deserve my energy around me.
Right. Right.
On some real shit.
Right.
Anybody that's not supporting me, that's not checking up on me, that don't have my back. Cause I got everybody back. I'm always there. You know what I mean? For everybody. Whatever it is, I'm just always there. So if it's not reciprocated, I don't want to fuck with it.
Yeah. You know what I also decided in this planning of this wedding, you know, as far as our guest list is as far as the guest list goes, is, you know, a lot of people that I was thinking about even inviting that would come to mind, you know, in that group of people, there are people who have hurt me. You know, it's very few people in my life that haven't hurt me. You know, so it's like, damn, like, do I have this person there? Do I have that person there? Like, they actually hurt me in my lifetime. And that's what I'm battling with right now. You know, not inviting people that I know would come and want to come, but they've hurt me. You know, and that hurt, even though I'm able to forgive, just being reminded of it, like our union and our partnership and our relationship and our love is so beautiful and so amazing. It's the one thing that God has given me in this life that I don't feel hurt by. You know what I mean? Even the fact, like, I am devastated that my family and my, you know, my parents and my you know, siblings may not be there, you know, but that doesn't hurt me. Devastation and hurt is two different things. You know what I mean? Like, it devastates me where it's a hurtful thing, but it doesn't hurt me as far as me feeling like I can't go on without, like, I can't move forward. You know what I'm saying? And that, so what I mean, like, there's a devastation hurt and then there's another type of hurt. And so, like, it devastates me, but it doesn't devastate me the way I'm just like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to go on, because that's how strong our love is. And I feel like I would rather have that that moment and that time to be so pure and to be so genuine and to have nothing but positive energy. I don't want anybody sitting in the audience thinking, oh my God, they're going to hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody sitting there thinking like, they'll never make it to heaven. Oh, they are, you know, just thinking those negative thoughts. I don't even want anybody in the room that is going to be having those thoughts. And we know people, so we know who's going to have those thoughts and who's not. So my family not wanting to be there is devastating because they mean the world to me. And I wish that they would be so happy for me that those thoughts wouldn't exist. Because there's people that live by the book religiously. Not by the book, but I'm going to say live religious lives. And still ain't going to make it to heaven because of who they are, what they've done, you know, and just the person that they are, period. You know, just the person that's sitting around like, oh my God, that person going to hell, might be the one that's going to get there before us. You know what I'm saying?
In fact, you going to hell for judging somebody. That's the same.
Exactly. So, you know, it's like I just want that day to just be beautiful. And I don't want anything or anyone to remind me of the pain that I've had to endure in my life. And as you know, I've endured a lot of pain. And so that's the hard part for me right now, of even determining who was going to be there and who's not. And even with my family not being there, that's also kind of helping me to cope with them not being there, because I don't want to look out and to see the face of somebody looking at me with disgust, or somebody looking at me with hurt, or somebody looking at me with negative energy. I want to look out and see happiness, because that's what I have with you. And I'm going to be standing up there with you. We're going to be having our moment, and just imagine and turning to the crowd and having to see negativity or having to see something or someone that reminds me of something horrible. You know, I was telling you just the other day how one of the reasons I want to move out of Baltimore, it's not because of the whole everybody like, oh, Baltimore's so bad, it's so horrible. It's because every single part of this city has been a bad memory for me. It's not a place we can go, a part of town that does not remind me of something horrible. And therapy done fucked me up so much that every time I'm reminded of some shit, I gotta tell her. You know, because they say when it comes to you, you need to speak about it so that you can release it. Because if you don't release it, then you're going to hold on to it, and you're going to allow it to manifest within you, and that hurt is going to be relived and relived. So every time we somewhere, I'm always telling her, like, this happened in this place. And sometimes it takes me a little longer. We probably go a couple blocks, and she'd be like, baby, what's the matter? And then I have to tell you.